So today I wanted to sit down and film a video of like a first impressions, me trying on new makeup. I just received my Ulta and Sephora orders that I had made in the mail yesterday, so I wanted to sit down and do that today. And this is what the outcome of all of that is. So anyways, if you want to see my first impressions on a bunch of new products that I just ordered, and I actually have never tried any of the things that I ordered, then just stay tuned and let's get started. So I have my box of Sephora goodies next to me. I swear, nobody will have anything to do with me, and then the second I sit down to film, everybody and their mom wants to text me. Anyways, so first off, we're gonna prime, and I got the Smashbox Lighted Up Primer Set. Seriously. This is a set that you can get on Sephora right now. It is $36 for both of them. You get the Smashbox Photofinish Primer and then the primer water as well. It's a really good value. It's actually, it says $61 value and you pay $36 for it. So, and I've actually never tried this primer. I know that it's rated like the top primer out there. And look how cute this box is that it comes in. It's like, it's not picking up on camera as well, but it's like a hot pink and it almost looks like it's glowing. But, so we're going to do that first. And today, I'm not going to use the primer water. I'm going to try... Oh, of course, it's in these little plastic things. Dump it out of my hand. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to put that on. It feels... It's really smooth. And it's a really different consistency. It's almost like I'm having a brain fart. It's almost like a silicone type of primer, but not a silicone primer. But it definitely looks silicone-y and like gel-like. Definitely a different consistency. It is that time of year, guys, where my lips are so freaking dry. They're like drier than the Sahara Desert. Ugh, it's so gross. Moving on to foundation. I have not tried this yet. I really hope this color matches me. It's like, it's porcelain. But this is the Anastasia Stick Foundation. I've seen really a lot of mixed reviews. I love the packaging on this. It's so beautiful. So this is in the shade Porcelain, and look how white that is. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to go in, apply it straight to the face, and then I'll take my beauty blender and blend it out. Which I'm probably going to have to re-wet. And I don't know how much coverage this has. But we're just going to go with it. So I'm actually going to take the primer water and I'm going to spray my beauty blender a little bit because it's kind of dried out since I wet it in the sink and I'm too lazy to get up. Oh, it smells really good. So I'm just going to spray a little bit on there.
Oh, true.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then start to blend out the foundation.
Baba. Oh, my baby.
See how, like,
Oh, my baby.
I need to get some links taken out of this. Watches are so darn big on me, no matter what. It's kind of, it's not the easiest to blend out, but it is a stick foundation. There's Bray Bray with her baby. I would say it's a light, definitely a light coverage. I mean, I can still see, you can't see it, but all my freckles are still showing. So I'm just going to keep pressing this into the skin. Like maybe it would apply better with a brush. And I need to wash my brushes so bad.
Choo-choo.
I think I'm going to add a little bit more and then go in with a brush if I can find one that's not dirty. Just to see if we can get some better coverage. Let's see, this is the Real Techniques buffing brush. And let's try that. Okay, so let's add another layer. I should have done one side with the Beauty Blender and one side with the brush, but oh well, now it's still the same. I have some blemishes on this side and it didn't really cover that. It blends out really easily with a brush. I think this is going to be my go-to way to apply it. I mean, you always get more coverage with a brush anyways, no matter what kind of foundation, you're using, but I actually really like this primer. I feel like the foundation sits on top of it really well. So far, A+, and I'm just going back over what I did with the brush and pressing my Beauty Blender into the skin to make sure there's no brush strokes left on my face. Looks really natural on the skin, which I like. So far, A+, we'll see how it wears throughout the day, but it doesn't feel really tacky. I'm still going to set it. I set everything on. Next, I got the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I hear people raving about this everywhere. I have not tried it yet. This is in the shade Fair. It smells good. I'm just weird like that. You'll get to know me in that sense. Like, I smell everything. It's just something that I do, but I like that it has the big doe foot applicator. I've never seen any company make a concealer that has this big of an applicator. I feel like it's going to make putting it on a lot easier and quicker. I'm not sure how full coverage this is, so I'm not going to do a crazy amount. Let's just start with this. The reason that you want to do that, whenever you're applying a light colored concealer underneath your eyes to brighten and bring light to the eyes, you want to apply that light concealer in other places, so the other high points, so your chin, your cupid's bow, nose, and in between the brows. It's going to bring everything together, and you're not just going to be like, bam, bright and white underneath your eyes. It'll just look more natural. I'm going to go back in with the Beauty Blender and blend that all out. I'll say that it blends really nicely, and I'm not having a tough time blending it out. I'm really glad I picked this up because I am in love with it. Really good coverage for the little amount that I applied. I mean, I didn't apply the smallest amount, but I didn't like go all out like I normally would. One of like the true tests for me when it comes to foundations is how badly it creases in the smile line area, because I swear I have the worst smile lines and they crease like a mofo. This isn't new. I use this every day of my life. I'm sure you guys have learned that by now. Where's my brush? I really need to clean my brushes. Ignore them. It's gross, I know. Just going to take some Coty Airspun on this little Real Techniques contour brush that I always use to set.
Yeah, Bill Mama. Yeah, Bill Mama.
And I also feel like with every other concealer that I own, I mean, they all crease if you don't set them, but I feel like this settles into the creases under my eyes the least out of any other concealer that I have. Normally, like 2.5 seconds after I put it on, I already have to blend it all out and hurry up and put powder on because it's so creased up.
This is my bill. Me.
And I'm just going to lightly, I don't feel like I need to heavily set this foundation because it's not really tacky, but I'm just that type of person that I have to set my face no matter what. I don't know how girls always get dressed and then do their makeup. This is why I don't, because I get powder everywhere. It's horrible. Are you doing your makeup? So to save some time, I went ahead and applied brows, and I set from my crease to brow bone. I don't really have any special plan. I didn't buy new eyeshadows, so I'm just kind of gonna whip something up eyeshadow wise, like with my eyes, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna take the Luxie 205 tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna take this really ratchet looking Kat Von D thing. I've used this in one of my other videos before. It's the Dreamer True Romance eyeshadow palette, Dreamer, and I'm just gonna take that orange shade in the middle, and I'm gonna start blending that from crease to brow bone, and I can't talk, crease to brow bone, and use that as my transition shade. Oof, struggled on getting that one out. You see how I'm holding the brush at like the bottom of it? That's going to give you less control, and you're going to apply less pressure to your eye whenever you're applying your shadows, and they're going to blend out a lot better. So you're kind of just like letting the brush do the work for you, but making the movements, if that makes sense. Alright, moving on. I'm going to take a little bit of a denser, smaller brush. This is the Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. This is a City Color eyeshadow trio. I only use this orange one. And if you hear something barking and it sounds like a dying dog or something, that's actually my son. He's sick. My lips are so crusty. In on this little Real Techniques Duo Fiber Eye Brush. It's got this tiny little point to it. It's duo fiber. It's really good for getting in and doing detailed work right in that socket of your eye, right in that crease. So we're going to use that, and shades out of the Studio Makeup on the Go eyeshadow palette. I've also used this a few times. I go into this brown. I had to stop filming. My camera started to die. It was at that point of the day where the sun was like literally beaming in on me, and so it was just like sunspots all over me from like the trees blowing. But anyways, I went ahead and finished off my eyes. I know I said I wasn't going to do anything, like do much, but all I did was went into this black shade right here and applied that on the outer corners of the eye and into the crease just a little bit. Very light hand, very, very little product on that tiny little brush that I always use. And then what I did for the lid is I took, see, the sun's messing with me right now, but I took Colourpop shadow in the shade Glow. It's just like a matte cream type of shade. So it just looks like this. I applied that as a base all over the lid of the eye, and then I took this loose pigment from Naked Cosmetics. I took this pigment, this loose I always say pigment, I swear I don't know what it is, but I took this loose pigment from Naked Cosmetics. It says Sierra Nevada. I don't know if that's the name of it, but it says mica pigment. I give up. Anyways, and then I pressed that all over the top of the Colourpop base that I had laid down. And then I took the same exact colors that we used as our transition and I ran that along the lower lash line. Put a couple coats of mascara on, and then now we're going to move on to our wang. So, welcome. You're nice and close up to my face. So I'm going to follow the line of where that eyeshadow is. Why do my brows look crazy this close up? You don't look like this in real life, I promise. I always start by drawing a line out, and then I start at the tip and I drag it in. Bronzer. Same bronzer, different day. I'm just going to take that on my Morphe M527 brush. I know it's dirty as hell. I need to wash it so bad. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to wash my brushes, but I'm going to take that on there. Bring some life back into this white ass flat face. I'm going to go in with blush now. I'm going to take Tarte's Oasis blush. Now, like always, I'm going to take translucent powder underneath where I applied my bronzer. Wet n Wild highlight, the highlighting gold bar. Looks like this. It's really pretty. I'm going to take that on my Morphe 510 brush. Pick some of that up. A lot of that up. Cupid's bow. Tip of the nose. I've had this highlight for a while. I really like it. It blends well. It doesn't look like chunky and glittery. It's really pretty. Wet n Wild always does really well with their highlights. I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but with my powder mustache, powder brush, sweep it down. And then once the majority of the powder has been swept off of my face, I'm just going to kind of I just went ahead and lined my waterline. I don't know, I think it's kind of pointless for me to do everything on camera. This has turned into more of like a get ready with me than a first impressions. This video is seriously going to be 6,000 years long. I don't even know if I want to use this. I don't know if it is really going to go with what we've got going on today, but this is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Dusty Rose. Such a beautiful color, so pretty. So this is what it looks like. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Like, screw it. Let's do this. It's a really pretty color. I'm actually glad that I put this on. I've actually never even owned a Anastasia liquid lipstick before. Surprisingly, I did have, because my lips are so freaking dry, this is like a little pores, I don't even know what they're called, but it's like a hydrating type of thing, and it's got this little metal ball at the tip of it. If I can freaking show you, it's supposed to be like a cooling effect, and it rolls on your lips when you put it on there. So I did have some of this on my lips already, and then I went in with this. But yeah, this is Anastasia's Dusty Rose. I really like it though. It's not drying. It does kind of settle into the lines in my lips, but my lips are dry, so that's more my fault than anything. And then the last item that I purchased was the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in the color White Russian. I got this because literally Jaclyn Hill raves about this shade specifically in the Buxom Full On Lip Creams. I did put some of this on last night. I might actually top this off with it.
No.
I don't know. But I did put some of this on last night, and it has this like really minty cooling effect on your lips, and it stays there. It's not something that fades away. I really do like it though. It's not like a sticky goopy gloss, but it's thick enough to where it's going to last, and it's not going to fade off of your lips instantly after you take one drink of something. But, and I love the packaging. It is so beautiful. This like frosted glass look, and then the buxom and silver straight down the middle, and the I love it. So let's just go ahead and put some of that on. I love these glosses. It makes me want to get some more. And then I am, since, you know, whenever you put gloss over top of any kind of lipstick, it's going to transfer the color. So then I'll just wipe the applicator off with like a tissue or something before I stick it back into the tube. So you're not mixing that color in to the product. So it's all wiped off now, and I can put it back in there. So yeah guys, that's it. It took me forever to finish filming this freaking video, but I finally got through it like I always do. Just like an overview of everything. The Anastasia stick foundation that we got, I am actually in love with this. It does say, it says a highly pigmented buildable cream foundation stick with a natural matte finish. So it's like, it is. I agree with that. It is a natural matte finish. It's not super matte to where you look dry and powdery or anything. But it just makes your skin look really beautiful and natural. I really, really love this. The Tarte Shape Tape, I think this is quickly going to become my #1 top favorite concealer. It's really high coverage. It blends easily. It looks beautiful on the skin. It does not crease crazily on me like every other concealer in this universe does. But yeah, there's that. And then the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, that is amazing. Probably one of the best primers I've ever tried. I have tried the Laura Mercier. I can't remember which one it was. It was like a brightening one. That one was really good too, but I do really love this. I think the foundation sits on top of this primer beautifully. It really hydrated my skin as well. I think it really helped with the dryness of my skin, having like a semi-matte foundation on. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Let's go ahead and use that because I haven't set my face yet. If I can get it out of the package. Okay. It's so cute. Look at it. It's a little baby. So I'm going to set with that. And by set, I mean douse my face. Ah, yes. It feels good. I think, isn't this supposed to be cooling or something? Temperature control technology, yeah. So it's supposed to be like a cooling type of spray, which it is cooling. It feels really good on your skin. Like I could imagine using this when it's really hot outside and it would feel amazing. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. We'll see how long it takes me to edit it because I kind of struggled. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to sit down and watch my videos. Please like and subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye. You see this little dog? Get that out of here. Bye, guys.